High-tech countdown. And yes, that's a hair dryer. Do-do-do. Oh, wait a minute. Phenomena. 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 It's a beard dryer. Phenomena. I'm running like 3 seconds behind. Composite toe. Trouble? No, just what I'm used to wearing. Really comfortable. Alright, camera's gonna move, folks. Yeah, thanks. I guess you can see me. Shh. Shh. We know. What's up, everybody? We have no Joe Russ, not a full. Stories about that. People I know. Anyway, we had the early crew in here: Joe Russ, Franco Walker, Sir Phil in the kitchen, Gassy Masher, Amelia loves Ariel. I've seen you before. Welcome. See, Fama's here. Let's see. Let me just keep scrolling down. Scratch my nose. C2S, what's up? I think I got everybody that's in here at the moment. All right. Well, good. C2S is here because he knows about cars. So, oh no, they're awake. So I watched a couple videos on how to kind of break this in. So basically, we're gonna run about 5 tanks or whatever this is through it. We'll do like 2 tanks at a low idle, 2 tanks at a higher idle, and the 5th tank will just be kind of like varying a little bit, I guess. One guy said if it's cold out, which it's only 55 degrees out, which is what, 12-ish Celsius. So they recommended putting some kind of insulator on it. So I made a little aluminum foil tube, and as you saw, I had the beard dryer on it. Because like occasionally I do actually blow dry the beard, but you really shouldn't, because it's just like regular air can kind of fudge it up. So that's sitting on low. It's keeping it at about 20 degrees Celsius, 86 Fahrenheit. I got a little temperature thingy. Love to use my thermal camera, but that's my thermal camera. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to fill it with fuel, prime the system. The one guy recommended putting a couple drops into like where the glow plug is, just to like pre-lube it. So I guess if unless anybody has any objections to that, we'll get ready to do that. What's up, Jonathan? You? Someone bloody random? Frank Notabetty? I've seen you somewhere, man. It's like I've seen your name, like in chat kind of thing. But if you got a channel, I'll check that out too. And I'm guessing the audio's okay. I'm using the Moano mic. But anyway, let's get down to here. Come on. I really can't see where it is, so I'm using YouTube as my viewfinder. Actually, that's pretty good. All right. Let's see, audio's fine. Okay. Well, luckily this has 2 microphones, so if this one goes dead, which it shouldn't, we usually get about 3 hours out of this. And if this goes longer than like 2 hours, we're gonna have, and we can't get it to go, like we're gonna have to stop because I gotta get ready for tonight's stream. Cool little guy. So here's our little tiny glow plug. Where's the camera? There it is. And it does have a small copper seal, just like a spark plug kind of thing. Yes, Fama. Yeah, not dump it out. Yeah, just leave it in there for prelude and stuff. So, let's see, the piston's at top dead center right now. Let's move it down. There we go. And it wasn't like super stuck, which is kind of part of the reason why you got the hair dryer on there. Alright, there we go. Is it to kind of move it around a little bit? If you can get to the flywheel. I don't know if you can see the piston in there. It's kind of, and it's pretty slippery. And it's coming, it's hitting, you can definitely tell when it's hitting top dead center. But we'll warm it up some more. What's everybody thinking? A drop or 2 in the cylinder. Okay. Oh, you want to? Yeah, I guess I can dump some of it out. It was a little bit. Not that anything came out. So, alright, that's fine. Let's put that at, let's see if we can get that back down to, where's the thing at? Top dead. That's kind of, oop, there we go. Alright, let's get the glow plug back in it. But you got to do that like kind of sideways. Then we'll get the hair dryer on it, on high. Get it pretty warm and go from there. So I get this glow, so I'm putting the glow plug in so it doesn't fall out of the wrench. And this is the wrench that came with the starting kit. Not super death tight, obviously. Well, or not, may not be obvious, I don't know. So we got that, see, we'll pump the throttle. We'll manually pull the throttle open just a pinch. And I guess we'll see how loud this is. Put the cap on the fuel because that is hydroscopic, which means it absorbs water from the atmosphere. Yeah, I dumped it. Renex, Celeste, how are you? I do have a joint with me for later, when assuming we get this to run. And can you hear me with the hair dryer going? I feel like you can. This has pretty good noise reduction. Let's make sure you don't overheat the hair dryer. Sounds good. All right. So we still got to prime it, which is basically just start pulling it, trying to start it, but we'll plug the muffler to put pressure into the fuel tank to push it out. That's 65 or 66. So that's actually working. One guy had a heat gun, but I thought that might be a little much. I don't want to risk melting stuff. Here, let's that. Figure what we'll do for this. Just take that. Just so I can do this with as many hands available as possible. Pinch that off like that, so that can't breathe, and that'll hold our pressure. And then once we're ready to start it, we'll take it off and yada yada. Heat the side of the cylinder to expand. Okay, yeah. That's why I'm putting it straight down and trying to Yeah, okay. Let's put that. Alright. Alright. Now it's going right into the side of the engine block. We'll give that a couple minutes. Uncle Duncan, Josh, and Josh, what's up? I think, it's not I think, see, that was a good recommendation. Not like roll it down to fill to loosen the piston. Well, yeah, you shouldn't do that. Well, people said since it's cold as shit out, that'll help keep it warm, so at least get it warmed up. At least during this part, just to keep it insulated. And it is an aluminum head. I imagine it dissipates heat very quickly. Where'd my start? Oh, the igniter's in my other jacket. Alright. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and put a tank of fuel in here. From what I can tell, you basically just fill it to the crack. So like the plastic welded joint. I guess that leaves room for expansion and such. I use a mouse pad to make a sleeve. Don't plug the exhaust. Well, you plug the exhaust to pressurize the fuel tank because there's no fuel in the lines right now. Once we're ready to start, I'll take that off and then we'll go. All right, let's see. Let's see how much. And the other thing, what I'm glad I watched, was they reminded me you didn't pull it like that far. It's not like a freaking lawnmower where you got like, feet of pull. Okay. Let's see if we can start getting. Oh, there's already fuel starting to come in there. Look at that. From the heat, I'm guessing. Well, okay, it's already primed. It's just the heat from warming it up. Pressurize the tank. Alright. Well, I guess this is it, folks. Y'all ready? Let's see. Do that, hold that. Throttle is open just a little bit. Heating up. And it's pulling easy. I know this is charged. I just charged it. Maybe we need to open the throttle some more. Let's see, where is the throttle at right now? Oh, that's on. I accidentally turned it on, so it completely closed the throttle. Alright. Is there a specific throttle opening? That you recommend? That's on. Let's see. It doesn't even sound like it's trying. Well, maybe it's flooded. Is this getting hot? I don't know. Let's get the glow plug out and see what's going on in there, I guess. Or should I open the throttle more, you think? Take out the glow plug and make sure it's heating up. Okay, yeah, that's kind of where I was at. Okay. The gasket. And the glow plug. And it gets very hot, so you gotta be careful. You just you gotta push down on this, it looks like. Oh, the filament just fell off of it. Are you kidding me? I didn't get an extra one yet. Motherfucker. I'm looking at it, and the filament just like fell off of it. Holy crap. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to, because like the kit I get didn't even come with an extra one. I mean, I'm sure they're all different. Ah, the fucking filament just fell off of it. Let me make sure if I, push it down, I ain't doing nothing now. God. Give me a second. Let me go check something. I'm going to need like a couple minutes, so keep everyone entertained for a second. Let me just check something. Where is that ancient ass thing here? Probably still hear me. I cannot believe that. And right out the box. And like, what do you do? It's not like you can get a warranty on a freaking glow plug. Alright, oh man, how do I get this down? Okay. Oh, you're about to see some history. I'll leave that open. Okay. I wonder if our glow plug in this still works from 10 years ago. Or if it's even the same one. This is the helicopter I've told you about. Where's the engine? I think it's the same glow plug. Let's see if this wrench can get it out. That plastic's in the way, which doesn't really matter anymore. Come on, baby. Yes, I used to have a helicopter. And then I got sun blinded one day on a nice cloudy day. Suddenly the sun popped out. I was sun blinded and lost control. Alright. It's coming. This has got, I think it's a 15 in it as well. And worst comes to worst, we got a wicked looking muffler it might fit on. Alright. So here's this one. That works. That frickin' works. Alright. Hell yeah. Thanks, Buck. The only reason I have that helicopter is because my stepfather, before he died, found an old RC airplane with a Futaba system on it, and he gave it to me. Couldn't get the plane to work out right because there were issues, but I took everything, put it on that helicopter, and I had a hell of a time for a while. Oh, for a couple flights anyway. Alright. Let's try this. Please work. Because as soon as we're done this stream, I'll go ahead and order a bunch of stuff. Or a couple glow plugs for this. Alright, well, let's try it again. It's not quite as hot as it was, but it still might be okay. Let's see. Clip, clamp, push down. Throttle is slightly open. Well, helps when you got a glow plug that works, huh? Whoop, whoop. Nice. All right. Now we're going to keep an eye on that. You don't want the fuel to run dry. And how's the audio? Can you still hear me, or should I, like, go somewhere? Here, let's up there. Can you still see it? So this guy sounds good. Can barely hear the car. All right, good. Yeah, I love these mics, man. Not sponsored, but that Maono or whatever, they're awesome. But here's this little guy. You can see it. It's got solenoids all over it to control all this. Control that in the back. I mean, the drive for this is all the way in this tube. Let's see. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. This right here, this gear drives a little gear that's right in there, and it's all the way through the shaft. Woo, easy. Easy, girl. I guess that's good if it's because it's starting to loosen up. Why is that idling so high? Oh. Ooh. All right. It's just where this servo's trying to get to. Let's see. I got a little bit more. See if we can get this restart. Somewhere. Open it up. Wow! Dang, not that much. Damn. A little bit. I don't know why that servos. That is the spring linkage. You really can't loosen that up anymore. So where does this go if it's home? Let's see. Yeah, actually it goes to a better spot when it's home. It's pushing against that spring a little bit. Alright. Let's see. We can get this open. Let's see where it actually wants to idle, because I think I may have backed the idle out too much now that I've realized it's getting hung up on that. So let's put that back in. See what it does. I'll look at Chad here in a second. Let's see if I can get it started again. Actually, I'll just look now. What's up? Yeah, easy tire. Yeah. Last plane I had was a quarter scale Piper 23cc 2-stroke. Ooh. Screws on a carb, need some adjustments. Yeah, I've heard they pretty much come like so that's like dead closed right now. But if I turn it off, pulls the throttle a little bit. All right, let's see. Let's see where that puts it with that spring tension. Okay. All right. Oh, now we just let it idle for a while. Phew. Well, one of the chair things actually got into my pocket. That's fun. Alright, so who's actually here? Let's see. Does the mouse work? Yes. Yeah, we got a couple people here. You need the radio on? Alright. Well, let's see what it does once it... Alright. If the RX is off, the servo should stay. Yeah. I'll leave it on just in case it gets a little weird. Where for some reason it takes off. Oh, and I did set the failsafe there, C2S. It does failsafe the brakes on. Like, I gotta rev it a little bit, you know what I mean? Are all three Franks here? Oh, snap! Yeah, look at that. We are fully franked. Good to have everybody here. I appreciate everybody hanging out today. Oh, and look. What do you think? This has a remote glow plug system on it. Never mind. It's off. Never mind. The boot's all flaked up. Actually, no. You know what? I don't think it would be worth getting a remote system for this. Because you kind of need to be there at the carburetor anyway. I wonder if you know what? I should see if this engine will work in a car. It's a OS Max SX. Probably 30 years old. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to maybe pull that out. See if I can get that running, and maybe we'll get a frame for it. Like, I ain't getting anything aerial. You need some more buns? Buns, son! Let's see. The fuel's barely going down. not getting much smoke out of it. It makes me wonder. Well, like I know they say it's set up to good to go. I just hope it's not running too lean. Ooh, be hot. Let's see. Nice. This is fine. There we go. 101. Apparently, that's a good butter zone. Whoop. From what I understand, between 100 and 110 is like pretty much where you want it. Shame there's not like a table here. Let's see, what can I do to make this so you're not just staring there? Well, here, why don't we at least make it interesting. We'll just kind of set that there too. Yeah, let's put that there. Let's see, where's a good spot? There, we'll put the bent one there. That's good. Yeah. Then lose your head if you let them eat cake. Cake is a lie. The cake is a lie. My dad had OS 10s and OS 15s in his planes. I think that's a 15. For some reason, my brain is telling me it's a 15, but I don't know the easy way to tell without, removing it and I guess checking the numbers. It is really, yeah, that might be a 10, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't have my tools with me to take it out. Sorry, I'm sitting there like looking at it and shit, and y'all just staring at a car. I think there's still batteries in this. That's scary. There's the old ancient controller. That's why I got Futaba for this setup, because Futaba's just kind of worked for me, And I do have an entire toolbox with that I guess still has all my stuff in it. It does have a 32 stamped on the side of it. Did you see that? Like, I don't know if you can be able to see it, but right on the side of the engine, let's see, right in there anyway. Can't really see it, but right on the side of the engine, it's just a circle and it says 32, so that means it's a 32cc probably. Helis have off sizes, but I mean, as long as the output shaft, it has an output shaft, I would think it would work. There's a screw on the grounds. Now it is starting to smoke a little bit. I don't know if the screw's out of this, or if it's just one of the many screws. But like, it kind of looks, it may, you know what? It's off of this. Never mind. Because I flexed a piece off and something popped, so that's all that is. Okay, so that's its lowest idle right now. It is a little bit of smoke coming out of it, so it is a little bit rich. No Jesus, Franco, not those buns, bread bun, what? Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Like, I may actually, like, at some point, we may just kind of cut it and I'll just let it sit out here for a while I, like, do lunch, eat lunch out here or something. Oh no, it's off the exhaust mount. Huh, alright. The muffler, I'm gonna freaking Loctite that then. Everything else they called for Loctite, I did, but that muffler mount just came loose. I never called for Loctite on that, but I'll Loctite that. Let's see, what do I have? Oh, does this fit that? How many screwdrivers did I bring out? Oh, I do have my Gerber. I wonder if I can get that on there. Well, no, because I don't have my Loctite with me, so I'll just wait for that. I'm going to have to order some glow plugs. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I'm surprised he didn't tell you to Loctite it. But yeah, I'll get some Loctite on there. And that's what this is good for anyway, just shake the shit out of everything. The muffler is notorious for coming off. Really? Okay. Now, can you hear the level of the idle through the... Like, I know you said you can't hear it that bad, but can you hear, like, the level of the idle? No, she's definitely running rich. She's just vibrating all over the place. You do? How about like that? Can you do that? It's decent. It's just slightly. Okay. I don't know, what do we have in there? Blue. We have blue Loctite. Like medium strength. I'm not trying to make it so I gotta freaking get a torch out here to get everything started. Why don't we... Here. Why don't we smoke a joint while we finish this tank? Yeah, I hate using red Loctite. I prefer green for bearing lock or really, really lightweight, tiny application screws or medium. I mean, I'll use red on, like, you know, when I really need red, but only when I really need it or the fastener is bigger than a half of an inch. All right, I'm going to kick it up so we can have our joint together. Theoretically, I'm going to pick it up. See, now this is a shame that I can't have, like, a good setup out here, because then I could have a camera pointing down and, you know, looking at us. So there's what we got today. All right. You know what? I use red Loctite for cylinder sleeves and engine. Oh, it's something. Yeah, cylinder sleeve by all means. Yeah, yeah. You look like someone I would give $1 to. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I get that shit all the time. Like, at some points, I kind of do that on purpose, just to see what happens. You get a good idea of who the good people are when you look like someone who is less than homified. What's up, Otis? Cool to see some surroundings for once. I think it's the first time I've seen you outside. Yeah, I've only done a couple streams like at the house. Because I always had internet issues, but I've recently kind of sorted that out a little bit. And the next time we're outside around here, we'll be over there at the fire thing. Wow, what the fuck was that? Yeah, somebody's getting a dumpster delivered. Jesus Christ. Damn it. Not sure that Nitro will eat. Oh, a 3D printed stand. Yeah, I was looking at it. Well, you can see a little bit of the smoke coming out. Oh, I can. I don't know if you can. I think you can. But I was looking. I figure I'll probably 3D print 2 stands with things that pop up into the control arms. What I'll do is I'll basically build a 3-way block that has slides in it, and then 2 L's on one end that I can slide them in and out. They'll just have posts sticking up to go through the control arms, and then one on the middle so I can do, adjust the length, and then the same thing as the front on the back. So I should be able to print 4 L's, 2 of the T pieces, and then 1 slider for the middle, and just kind of make it work like that. And I was looking at start boxes on Amazon. Those things are $100 that basically do the same thing. But I'm like, yeah, I ain't spending $100 to save me from going. Hey, Liz. Here we are. About half a tank. I'll go ahead and top it off. I figure at the rate we're burning fuel, we'll probably end up going for like 40 minutes, if not more. I mean, I figure an hour break-in should be pretty good. Right. That's refilled. Paul Norman. Oh, there's this fire. It's a little windy out. No woofles today. I didn't think to bring that out. And I don't know where the big woofler is right now. I also feel like I'm probably annoying people enough that I don't want to start playing with fire out here too. Well, not on purpose. So here's where we're at. For those joining late, he's running. He's going to have to do that for, well, it looks like about an hour. And then it will be considered broken in. The wind is killing me out here with this joint. Slightly less than quarter. Use a servo adjust to keep it slightly. So like basically trim out the throttle to keep the idle up. Let's see, idle trim. Let me double check the book so I don't accidentally give it like 8,000% trim. Throttle failsafe is set. Steering trim. Throttle trim. Yeah, it's press the trim, reset trim, or you can go in. Okay, so it is the one on the side. All right. So now I'm just. Alright. Kind of put my feet around it so it doesn't try to zing on, just in case the clutch catches. When's the last time I drove an RC car, Boozy? Whatever Call of Duty Special Edition it was that came with the RCXD. That was the last time I drove an RC car. So, what? 15 years ago? No, that was about 10, 12 years ago, I think. Paul Norman, spent the day in the hospital this week. Turns out I had a stroke, weak on the right side. Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you, was like everything going to be okay? Like, you going to be like 100% back? You know what I mean? Well, sorry to hear that. It blows. Yeah, there, Mr. Hughes. I think this is probably also going to be the reason I finally get a GoPro. Something small so I can like clip it to my head for like when we're hiking, or clip onto this, or stick it somewhere for seeing things go. No, we had no test run there, Morrison. This is just braking. The engine's just got to idle for about an hour. We're at we just finished the first tank, so now we're on the second tank. I'm amazed the Wi-Fi is holding out. So we're going to let this tank go for probably be about another 5-10 minutes. Don't get a GoPro, mine sucks. Get a Nah, yeah, I was looking at the DJIs. I got Mavis. I've never had DJI's been nothing but good to me. So yeah, I'm gonna probably. I've been looking at the DJIs. Oh, the temperature. Yeah, good call. Well, let me set this to capture max. Max 113. So we're still in that butter zone. And I took the foil off, so it's just breathing. Like, it's getting pretty decent outside right now. Yeah, it's going through the fuel a lot quicker just with this higher idle. The wheels really want to go. I got a GoPro for the top of my RC car and it works great. Is it an older one there, Boozy? Because I've heard, like, if I'm not mistaken, it's the 9s and the 10s from, like, years ago that are, like, the golden child GoPro, and everything after that was garbage. Or, like, the 9s were good and the 10s were junk, something like that. I think I got a little bit left in this. Oh, Norman, where'd you go? Booze, you got, oh yeah, you get your RC, yeah, we can ride together. We're going to do a test ride at Amazon on Wednesday. But besides that, we'll be doing our thing. We can get together. See, where is those updates? Let me see here. Yeah, definitely don't need the foil anymore. Yeah, I'll see about getting a GoPro or a DJI or whatever soon. That tank's about a third of the way down already. About to pick it up. You see the wheels are trying. Watch your fingers, because you got that, woo, you got gears under there. Oh, you can see she's spitting now. She's definitely rich now. Yeah, I was thinking of getting an electric originally, but now that I have this engine to play with, maybe I'll just get another Nitro car or truck or something. God, you know it sucks, like, all this purple shit is all upgrades. Like, I got carbon, like, this is carbon fiber, big ass muffler. This is, I think altogether about $600, like 15 years ago. The blades are gone, like long gone. Oh yeah, look, it's even got a little, I forgot about that, little fuel cut pinchy thing on it. God, this was fun to fly. We can put that big ass tank on there. Drive this thing forever. And the servos they're just too old to even want to use, but I can take the horns and the clamps off of them. Because, like, look, they got the clamps, the little servo savers. I can take those off. I should leave this down and strip it for parts, take the engine off, get the servo pieces off. But like I said, the servos themselves are get a cheap phone. They don't weigh much anymore. Yeah, I was thinking something, but I think I'm just going to get the Action. I'm already in, like, the DJI ethos. But you never know, I'll look around. Oh, she's definitely rich. She a rich girl. I guess this will also be a thing just to see how long the servers could be rebuilt. Yeah, but they're all they're just sloppy, old. I mean, at this point, those servos came off of the airplane. And when I got the airplane, it was probably 10 years old. I got it when I lived in my townhouse. So these servers are probably 30 years old. Like, for safety's sakes, I'd rather keep them for like dinky projects in the house. You know, like maybe getting a rubber fish that just smacks people when they walk in or something. Like, I'm not going to get rid of them. The controller's fine. The servos, assuming they still work. Like, I'm going to keep them, but I'm not going to use them for modern RC vehicles. I'll use them for like derpy stuff. I mean, you figure you can pair this remote with I don't know, a bunch of receivers, and receivers themselves are cheap, so I can just receiver, servos, battery pack, good to go. I was thinking about engine in a car. Maybe that would be nice to get the Hilo running. This Hilo is never gonna fly again. Like, there's that problem. Let's see. Well, there's everything ripped out of the carbon fiber. Well, it's carbon fiber with aluminum over it. That's fucking broke. The whole front is just mold. All the linkage is all bent up and shit. But I'll put this in like a truck or something. I mean, at that point, all I need to do is buy a kit and a receiver, a chassis kit and a receiver. I guess at that point, I can just get like a bare chassis or another FW-06, like that's fucking golden. And then I can get the tires I want. You know, either get it separately or find an all-in-one kit. But I'd like to get another one to put together, as opposed to just taking it out of the box. But yeah, I'll see what I can. If that engine runs, I'll see what I can do. And I'll see how standard the mounting screws on it are as well. Make a PTC mount for... Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Well, PT, yeah. That wouldn't be a bad idea for in the house. Something to derp around with. And remember, we still got 2 channels on this. I'm probably going to get a light kit for the Camaro body, if I can find one that's, you know, respectful, decent, whatever, and put that on one of the channels. They got ones out there, you plug them in, it freaking puts reverse lights and shit on it, but I don't want to chop up the body like that too much. But I'll see what kind of kits I can get. Or we'll leave the Camaro body as it is, and I'll freaking go ham on our truck body. Which actually might be a better idea, because I don't really want to fuck up that Camaro body, because I really like that one. Like, that's literally the favorite body I've seen, is the one that Palma sent already. I spent, like, many hours on a lot of sites looking. Well, that's about halfway through the tank, a little less maybe. Oh, yeah. Looks like it's ready to... Woo, wow, the bottom plate's pretty hot. Looks like it's ready to tear ass. Wonder how straight it'll drive. Smells good. That is funny, like, you cannot hear any noise at the engine. It is all out that pipe. One of the guys took a gallon jug of, like, coolant. There we go. Down a little bit. Can I do that? Can you work with me? There we go. And cut a little hole in it so that when it sat there, blew into that. to catch the stuff, but I'm on a concrete slab that's trashed anyway. Just trying to roll away. And it actually muffled it a lot. It was like another big muffler on that muffler. I wonder if putting this on there would change the sound at all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, that quieted it up a pretty decent amount. Silicone muffler pipe, that's what we'll call it. Get some of those RC car bodies. Yeah, some of those bodies that go for a lot of money. Yeah. The extra channel needs to be a horn. Burp, burp. I can put a little piezo buzzer on there. Beep, beep. Because I probably got like a bunch of them in the garage from the tracker stuff. I don't know what voltage they are though. Like minimum voltage. I didn't look to see if. Oh yeah, let me see. What can you do with 3 and 4? Like, is there a way to make them just a switch? Channel 3. 4, 4. What can you tell me about it? So channel 3 and 4 have endpoint adjustments. Channel 4 is for a different, it's if you have 4-wheel brakes. Okay. Or 4-wheel steering and brakes or something like that. So channel 3 is the actual extra channel. And all you can do is set like servo. On, off, left or right. But if you're plugging lights into there just to get voltage, it'd be just fine. 4WS mixing. The mixing is used with crawler and other 4-wheel steering specification cars. First channel controls front side steering. The fourth channel controls the rear steering. After the linkage is up, set the end points. And actually it'll do 4-wheel steering with 2 different servos. Alright. Brake mixing. Use this setting when the front and rear brakes must be adjusted independently. Okay, so how much ass you're putting on the brakes. Alright. Well, we don't need to worry about that. Okay. What we got here? Mark M. Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's my back patio. Annoying the crap out of my neighbors, I'm sure, but... Oh yeah, fuel's getting a little low. Let's go ahead and top that up. Alright. Starting tank 3. We'll just leave it at that idle. That was what? Right, 15 minutes? Yeah, get another body. You need to cut a large hole in the front windshield and for the engine air. Yeah, I really don't want to fuck that body up, but yeah, I may have to get another body. Like, I don't really want to chop up the Camaro body, so when we run this on Wednesday, it'll probably just be as is. And I'll use the Camaro body for parking it, or once I get better at it and I'm not having to worry about crashing it or farging it up. That would be funny as shit if this fucking thing would pair with this receiver. I doubt it, though. 27. I don't think. Well, I guess you'd have. I don't know if those are just old school 27 megahertz in there or not. Probably not. We used to use our extra channels on our RC planes for launching rockets, S-stage rockets from our plane. That's freaking awesome. I'll show it. So we have. Let me just unplug it here. Hold on. And the antenna is... Where the hell is the antenna running? Oh, that's right. The antenna's long as hell. Try not to knock you guys over. Right there. Oh, it doesn't do that. Well, that's the old. There is a remote for it somewhere. It's like old as hell. And this guy. So I don't know. I imagine this is too new to work with that receiver, which means I just get another receiver. Why am I hearing? Oh, it started beeping because I didn't do anything with it. I guess it was like getting ready to initiate a power down. Let me know. 1990s, yeah. Oh yeah, the new shit's 2.4. Yeah, duh. Yep. Ooh, way too old. Servos would run, yeah, but I ain't gonna pair it. That's from the 90s? Okay, yeah, I figured that was about in the 90s. The servos. See, they're S148s, S148, S3004. I feel like that's a newish one, I feel. I feel like that number only recently got replaced. So I only have one of those. All the rest are 148s. Are there 5 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the throttle. What is that in there? Oh, that's the controller. Oh no, that's 2 more servos. No, that's those 2 servos. Oh, there's the gyroscope in there. A G105. However old that is. Oh, there's the throttle servo. Okay. Oh, that's a twist throttle. Huh? Whereas that's a slide carb. It was fun. I can definitely save some of the hardware. Like, look, you got like all the little purple fancy hardware shit. Like, I'll definitely save all the pieces off of this and just get rid of the destroyed part. I guess I'll have to find that toolbox. I think it's downstairs. What's up? Put your trim down to normal. Alright. Ooh. It's going alright. Idle's definitely getting a lot, we're a bit more consistent. Let me loosen that a little bit. Oh yeah, that had crystals, yeah, as a matter of fact. Ooh, ooh, that's hot. Gotta watch my boot doesn't get caught on the tire. Let's see the temperature. Alright, let me set it to max. 102. Definitely still rich. Well, I'm good with that. I'll lean it out shortly. Or if just enough to engage. Would flipping the mic to the top of the bill help? The sound is now reflecting under the hat. Because it's right there. That makes sense. If I flip it, I doubt you're going to hear my voice at all. But I can try putting it in my eye. How's that? Is that any better? Like, I'll sit here like this, looking at the engine as it falls over. Now I'll look over here. Try boiling some water. Yeah, I'm sure you could. Well, that's all aluminum, so that dissipates heat like a mofo anyway. Yeah, I gotta get like some kind of a stand. Oh yeah, sprinkle water on it. If it burns off, you know you're up to 100. I think I actually did that when I was using the helicopter, maybe. Let's get the idle back up a little bit more. Now that we know it's capable of a decent low idle. I appreciate that, Mark. 90, that's a pound. I appreciate the poundage there. Every bit counts. Every bit helps to do stuff like this. Well, this was from Fama, but the next engine project we're doing, and then what? About 5 or 6 weeks, will be a fully, well, mostly channel-funded project. I put a couple bucks in there, you know. Gassy Master sent us some stuff for it. A few people have donated. We got the the revved up goofballs. That helped fund getting that engine. So much appreciated. Oh, that's a little lower. Wow. Is the left rear tire out around? Oh, it's just weird camera angle. Yeah. Oop. Should be able to see that. It's just spitting fuel everywhere. Ugh. Figure once we get to the 5th tank, I'll start taking a little bit of fuel out of it. We're burning through the 3rd right now. And you figure with a cell phone, since it's such a compact lens, you do tend to get a slight fisheye effect, which when you're looking at tires and stuff that's meant to be aligned, it gets a little weird. It's definitely getting much more even idle control. So what order do you do it? Do you take fuel out and then adjust the idle, if need be? What's up, Tipsy? I don't know how long you've been here, but we got it running. Now it's just breaking in. Let's see what time it is. All right. Like, I have a maximum more runtime of 35 more minutes. Because then I got to start getting ready for the big show tonight. How's your project going, Tipsy? Tipsy's working on an engine with his pops. Whole project there. My man is learning the good trade. Tipsy's one of those younger dudes that's like not a douchebag, you know what I'm saying? Like he's trying, he's busting his ass, he's getting his hands dirty, he's learning the good stuff. So good to see you stop by, bud. Tell your dad I said, hey buddy. Alright. I know y'all don't get to see this that much. Well, like I said, it's only half a pack a day. This is actually my 3rd cigarette today. And I've been awake for 6 hours. That's about right. It's about a cigarette every 2 hours, unless I'm streaming. That's definitely getting really, really rich as everything's working itself out. Now, I'll tell you what, I am glad I saved this thing. That freaking 800-year-old, well, let's say, I'm sure I put a new glow plug in it because I actually took that engine completely apart and rebuilt it. Like, got the proper kit and shit, like I know what I was doing. But man, I'm glad I had this thought. Remember, this freaking thing was in the garage attic, man. Talk about saving the day, freaking 15 years later. God. Let's see, this was last flown probably 2010. So that's at least 14, at least 15-year-old glow plug that saved our ass. So look, sometimes it's not hoarding, sometimes you're just planning for 15 years in the future. But no, I don't have like a hoard. Ed can tell you that. I got a bunch of stuff, but it's mostly organized. But yeah, we got to it. I got to get that muffler screw back in. And then I'll go through and check all the screws. Maybe we'll do that at the end of the Saturday night, or tonight's stream. We'll just go through, do a spot check on it. Fuel level's getting pretty low. Give that a couple more minutes, and we'll go into our 4th tank. Paul Norman's leaving. Got to go get some rest. All right. Appreciate you hanging out. You're still here. Where did the adjust start? Factory settings. Let me see what if it says. Yeah, I seem to remember 1.5 out from when I was doing the helicopter engine. Let's see. It said something about don't touch them, but if you have to, like one of those things. Read the manual below to do proper break-in. Keeps falling off. I just got to keep the wheels, from... Stop moving. All right. Do high-speed needle, carburetor, idle mixture, lever, starter, broken glow plug. They're set to the approximate correct position at break-in period. Do not touch the screw, give me. Well, let me make sure you can read this. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, right there, right at my finger. Do not touch the screw, give me. I feel like my screen is behind. It is. Why is it behind? Go ahead, catch up. Anyway, it's amazing to see how you put this together as I would have. Amazing build and love to see it run. Still worried about the differential lock. Oh no, it's absolutely supposed to be a solid front axle. I checked around some forums. Oh, sorry, to verify it is. There is a solid 4-wheel drive front locked axle version, and that's the one that you happen to get for us. That should be golden, and it's lube. Fine tune. Let's see. Break-in period is necessary to prepare brand new engines for run smoothing. Air cleaner, start the engine without going full throttle, run through 5 tanks of fuel. Don't let the fuel go empty. The RPM increases rapidly just before the fuel runs out. This can cause damage. Fine-tuning the carb. After break-in is complete and the model is running normally, driving feel can be improved by fine-tuning the carb. If it's sluggish, let's see. If it's sluggish, close it a little bit to lean it out. If it's really sharp but hot, then it's running too lean. Open it up. Ensure it doesn't go over 130. All right, we'll check that in a second again. Fill it with fuel, turn stuff on, start it. Put the body on. Pinch the fuel line to shut it off. Yeah, I remember that. I just had that little pinchy thing since it was air, like a flying thing. You just put all the extra stuff, precaution-wise, if you can, that doesn't create a point of failure. See, those are nice because even if the pinchy fuel thing broke, I just squeeze it. Didn't introduce, possible leaks or anything. Do not pull the starter too hard. Gotcha. Oh. Set this for max. Get all the different angles, side of the engine, exhaust. Wow. 86 degrees. All right, let's get the fuel filled up. Okay. Remote was getting ready to turn off again. Turn the idle up to get the heat back up. Alright. What's up, Spooky? I got dinner on. Only been in and out fun. It's just running ain't really necessary. Yeah, it's brand new engine, so you gotta break it in like a normal engine. Basically, so you got all these brand new parts that are designed. I'm gonna see if that'll help the sound. Close my legs. That are designed, very, very tight tolerances because everything's always going to be a pinch off, so they go on the tighter side, usually with engines. And then you give it a solid, like good lubricating, nice, easy break-in so that as everything, fits itself, it fits together. You want the whole engine as evenly warm as possible so that everything expands at its normal rates, because things may expand a little differently. And it, it wears in and grooves, everything settles in. Because if you just go balls out and just start running it, it'll never break in properly. Things will get too hot here, not be warm enough there, and you get uneven wear, and you lose compression, and you just derp the motor out. So you run it for like an hour, it seems like. Start low RPM, slowly build it up so that you're not just slamming it. Keep it really rich because this has the lubricating oil in it. It doesn't have a separate oil sump like the engine we're building will. And you just do this for the first hour, and then you can have an engine that'll run for years and years. Lean it out some, yeah, probably about time. All right, let me make sure I do this the right way. I'm pretty sure I got it, but I'm going to double check. So in is like I would expect it to be in blocks of passage. All right. Now let's. Like, how much is slightly? Like a quarter turn, eighth of a turn? You're talking about lubricants and making those motions. Yes. Yes, I am. It'll never stop until top dead center. Yeah, really. What are you thinking? In is lean, yeah. About how far would you say? Because I've heard these are very particular. And should I do the high speed or low speed? Probably the low speed, I'm guessing. C2S knows this stuff. There's the low, that's the high speed, that's the idle, that's the low speed. Let me make sure. Eighth to start, okay. Let me make sure I'm twisting the right one there. Mixture. Okay, yeah, it's the one right in the middle. And then the high speed needle. Okay. The high speed, okay. In and eight. Alright. That's in and eight. It is still very rich. And she is spitting everywhere. Start giving little revs. Side low. Definitely spitting a lot less fuel. Still a little bit. Never too lean. Yeah. Don't go by a little rev. Leave it more rich. Yeah, I got the difference between the high and the low. I just spit fuel all over the camera thing, tripod. Alright, yeah, it's spitting a lot less fuel now. Let me check the temperature. I'm set it to max. $122. See if it calms down or what. May have to put a little back into it. Max. $114 max. $118. Let's see. Just a little leaner there. Well, let's see where it idles at. Zero throttle. See how that idles out, or temperature's out. Give it a moment here. Let's see what we got right now. Really? Down to 100, looks like. 104. Rich is always better for these for longevity. Yep. Okay. Okay. A little leaner. Still running a little rich on throttle. And that's at zero throttle. Don't seem too bad for an idle. What do we got here? Thank you, Franco. It's the brake drag. Nah, it's pretty good. Like, I can see the rotor in there, like, flop. Like, there's the rotor. I don't know if you can see it. It's flopping around in there. See what temperature looks like. And get this thing to turn on. Try to turn the idle back up on the remote. Yeah, 102. It seems alright. Lower idle, but it's a little leaner, so it's going to run warmer. Let's see how it does with a high idle. No, give that a moment. Unless you're racing more rich than lean way out. Yeah. Something is the adjustment changes on air temperature, humidity. Yo, absolutely. Should be about the same conditions Wednesday. If not, I'll keep my little kit with me to tune it up. That might be a little rich, huh? Ooh. So is that normal to be that on the rev, or is that still way too rich? As long as the truck isn't trying to, yeah, I guess you don't want to fry the clutch. I'll back that down a little bit. Ooh, that's a little rich, huh? Alright. Let's see if we can get it to go again. She's rich. Alright, idle's down. Definitely a little rich there. I can't imagine it's not quite warmed up. It's been idling for like an hour. I'm in the ballpark. Okay. Could be loading up from idling. I think a high-speed needle is very rich right now. That's at the setting with the IO turned up. And it's still bogging. I think it might be the muffler. Let's do that. Yeah, new car company. I'm gonna start Ubering with this. Yeah. All right, 109. Just bogs right out. You can see it dumping fuel. It seems almost excessive. Here's something boiling. Let's do that. A little bit. Open the throttle just a pinch. Must have flooded. Hey, a vapor locked. That's probably flooded to hell now. Alright. Give that a minute. The green tube there, SK, what's up, is just a turn down for the exhaust because it's blowing shit all over the place. And it actually makes it a significant amount quieter. Pants got oiled as well. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. That's fine. Let's see. I really don't want to take this glow plug out because now I'm like half paranoid the freaking filament's going to break off. Oh, the battery's going low on the microphone. Hold on. The sound's going to get a little bit weird, so watch your headphones and stuff. Come on. Take this one off. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. Can you still hear me? This is the other microphone. Temporary? Yeah, pretty much. Once it's on the car, it kind of clears it. Anyway. That cools off pretty quick. Right, let's see if it boiled off enough shit to start. Maybe open the throttle a little bit. I don't know why I always do that yoink 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 thing. It never actually works. Alright, either way. Let's see. See if the glow plug still works. Man, but yeah, as soon as we're done here, I'm going to be ordering glow plugs today. So see if this flooded. Glow plug looks fine. Seal is still down there. No, there's nothing in there. Okay. Let's see if we can get this glow plug back in there. See if we can start it again, which would be nice. I should probably get the seal out. The seal is stuck. That's even better. Or are you not stuck? Nah, you're stuck. Good. Not like stuck, but like a little bit of oil on it, kind of holding it in place stuck. It's annoying, we get all the way to the end and now we can't get it to start again. I wouldn't think this thing would have died already. But let's see. Give that a second. Throttle is open. I think it's just going to be time to get a new glow plug. Ugh. That glow plug may have just finally had it. Which, yeah, I mean, that's fine. I get it. But I would say either way, I'd say we are finished our break-in period. Or, yeah, I'll get it. I'll probably mess with it tomorrow a little bit. Just get it running again. I guess while we're sitting here, what time is it? Oh yeah, I only got 8 minutes. Let's see. Let's see if this glow plug is still working. Maybe it did just finally lunchbox. That's there. It's not super bright. I think that maybe this. I think I'm gonna order another starter too. I'll order another one of these so we can have two, unless I can figure out what the hell I used to use. But yeah, I'll eat another one of these. This doesn't look quite as hot as it should be. We also make sure I didn't lean this out too much, messing with it. That. I know the glow plug at least lights. So let's try it one more time. But like I said, either way, like we're pretty good. And that thing, we just need to, from the looks of it, lean it out from the bar, which I'm guessing would be the high-speed needle for the most part. Okay. I did notice it took this thing a few seconds to really get warm because it is old. So I'm going to hold push down on it. Nice. Get it hot. Alright, well, she ain't going now. I don't think I'd need to do that, would I? Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. It wants to. I think this pack is just dead at this point. Or we're just too rich or too lean or too something. Let's see here. Something's blowing up. That's the remote. Hold on. That's still. That's not even on there. Let's see. Let me get the trim out of this. Make sure everything is at 0. It's probably slightly flooded, I imagine now. Turn that back off so I have control. And let's see, at this point the glow plug's probably turned out. Alright. Either way, we know we can get it started. I'll charge this, get another one, get some new glow plugs, and we should be ready to rock and roll Wednesday. So we got 99% of where we were trying to go today. It's kind of hoping it wouldn't take 2 hours, but whatever. I mean, we ran the engine for almost an hour and a half. I'm sure it's pretty broken in. So at this point, we'll just let it kind of do its thing, settle down, and I'll get that fuel out of there, do some fresh fuel tomorrow, and see what I can do with it. I ain't gonna live stream it tomorrow. I'm just gonna get out there, get it running, make sure it starts and shit, and I'll tweak the rich on it some, and we'll go from there. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do that. It seemed to be doing better when they were over there. Alright, now just for kicks, let's try this one more time. Just because I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. Get on the glow plug. Yeah, I think that's all dead. Pack's probably spanked. But yeah, I'll get an extra pack. Did I say Nitro gonna? Oh, yeah. The rich breaking it is hard on glow plugs. I've heard of that. A hotter plug for this cold weather. Yeah, I'll have to see what options they have. But, oh yeah, and the engine's cooled off already. But yeah, I think we're good. I'd call that broken in. I guess I'll put the helicopter back in the garage for now. I'll get to taking that apart. That'll be a longer term project. I'm going to focus on this first. I'll get that exhaust screw, Loctite it and back in there. Where's that sitting? It's up here somewhere. Oh, there it is. And I guess we'll go from there. So, appreciate everybody hanging out there. Cheers. I'd call this a success. So I'm going to go get shit ready for tonight's stream. Get this all cleaned up, get that sorted out. I'll get the Loctite in there tonight. Get some stuff ordered. Make sure we have extra stuff here by Wednesday. And I'll probably see if I can find that extra, or the tool case that I used to have for all my stuff. I don't know if I repurposed it or if it's still sitting somewhere, so I guess we'll figure that out. Anyway, I guess we'll call that a stream, folks. I'll see everybody in about 4.5 hours for the next live stream. And as far as this goes, it'll be Wednesday at 4:30, or sorry, about 3:15 Eastern time. So it'll be about an hour and 15 minutes earlier than usual. Keep that in mind, because I'm going to be doing it basically getting out of work. I'm going to go to work a little early, get out a little early, go over to the other end of the parking lot and start from there. And John, and who knows, maybe even Jeremy might hang out and help do camera stuff, and since I can't drive and camera at the same time, which would be another thing, because if I can't necessarily, you know, like the GoPro, like whatever I get, I want it to hopefully be something that can broadcast live while we're driving, which I think the Action can, or I don't know if any of them can. But yeah, we'll get all that sorted out. We'll have fun. Anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here. Appreciate everybody hanging out, and again, I'll see you in about 4.5 hours. So have a good Saturday. Where's the button? And I'm gonna get on out of here. So I'll talk to everybody later. Have yourselves a good day. Let's see, we'll give it a couple seconds to buffer out before I hit the end button. There, boink, baton belay. Everybody else I missed, see y'all later. Or you're not going to see the end of this countdown, I don't think. One, and then buffer, 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 gone.